Hi everyone, my name is Laura B, aka Twitter user at zeztz. But you probably already know if you're watching this video, and welcome to the 18th episode of Catching Some Zeztz, the very short series where I talk about my thoughts on the week's episode of Kamen Rider Zeztz. First things first, it's pretty obvious to me that Kureha was an agent, and even before we got to that specific reveal, I kind of figured that was where they were going with it. I think the question that we should be asking is who's she going to side with now that she remembers everything, and I think that the answer is going to be Nox and the Lady. Aside from the fact that he is trying to get her to remember the darkness within code, which you still want to know, by the way, aside from them, training children for this, I just feel like Takahashi Yuya, when he has his female writers who are introduced like this, you know, they're not going to end up being on the good guy's side, right away. Yuya from 01, she had her whole thing about, trousers and how she had to get into capitalism. Poppy obviously started brainwashed, so that is my theory. Going forward, she's going to end up working with Nox. Also, I can't believe they had a journalist in the Death Game episode. Really, Kamen Rider? A journalist in the Death Game? I wonder what you could possibly be referencing with that. But yeah, solid episode this week. We have a truly Kamen Rider Saber amount of promises going on, Tomo would be proud. I'm really interested in that scene from the preview where Nem says that the source of the nightmares might be her subconscious, and I'm also scared because that is the perfect setup for here we have this magical female character who's going to sacrifice herself in some way to, save the world or whatever, and it's 2026. I'm tired of it. And I don't know, it's also just nice to get some Nuskalore, and it's also very nice to see Fujimi as the, guy who was extremely wrong about the nightmares that he started out as. Although I still am, on the Fujimi X Nox train, so, people who are also on this train with me, don't disembark. Don't get off the bus. Also, Agent 3, this guy's a dick. Code, what is your vetting process? Because you've hired, one nice guy, and his name is Baku. What? And the whereabouts of Mr. Zero I'm curious about as well. I wonder where he is, and why he's choosing to not control his robot right now. Maybe that bike was actually his soul or something, and that bike is dead. I kind of want the bike to be dead, because I don't like him. But that's just me. Yeah, and that's all I have for this time. Let's see how things go next week by B.